Your Highness, I mean, fiddlesticks! Please pardon my utterly execrable language and unforgivable stammer in your hoarseness. Shoot, Highness, whoa. I'm a bale of nerves under your royal presence, and it has been so long. And when I am so spooked, you know how it causes me to identify even more firmly with the majestic hoof beast. Oh, this. What? You don't recognize it? Why, it's my smiling face, you silly, utterly superior person, you. Goggles and all, can't you see? The last thing I desire is to disconcert our prodigal empress. I just thought I would try smiling permanently and uncompromisingly, rather than resorting to all those disgruntled expressions I usually trot out. I've been cutting back on the horse puns too, can't you see? It was Muellen's suggestion, actually. Oh, I guess you might not have heard. She and I have developed quite a strong, stable relevance recently. Exactly. Who would have thought that if you had asked me before we all died whether I would consider romantically pairing myself with a ridiculous mid-blood, let alone Miss Leon of all people, I'd probably have died regardless due to lateral-induced asphyxiation. If you're going to go out with a smile. But you don't know what it is that I finally... But do you know what it was that finally cleared the sweat-steam-induced fog out of my goggles? It was meeting our post-scratch counterparts, Dancestors, or shall I say, Dregicesters. Seeing our corresponding young Alternians, why it threatened to produce a tear-induced flood inside of my goggles, which naturally would drain right away through my custom sweat valves. Their relationship, in spite of the strong class disparity, I found to be so moving and so pure. It made me reconsider my perspective on Muellen entirely. Who hoarsely I'd hardly ever even given a second thought. It's funny, don't you think, how our young ancestors took a completely different social configuration, making for some rather odd pairings, both platonic and otherwise. A whole host of counterintuitive minglings up and down the hemospectrum with no regard for class compatibility, and yet it all seems to make a strange amount of sense. Nay, I might go as far as saying it's rather titillating. No, perhaps what I mean is some of their Alternian indiscretions feel a bit, naughty. Oh, phooey! That is not what I mean. Pardon my potty mouth. Now you probably mistake me for some kind of rascally deviant. My mouth is quite the load gapper today. Yes, but no one was supposed to know about that. It was always supposed to be my own private, exploration. I had no intention of creating such a stirrup, though I have literally smithered such items before, pun notwithstanding. It was a very private, fleeting diligence with a buoy. But the whole thing became quite so quickly scandalized, a spur of the moment afar, really, and soon others were whisked into such as you and the vengeful Rustblood. And, well, I imagine my embarrassment. Trust me, the last thing I wanted was for such royalty as yourself to know that I was pursuing forbidden blood, to be cut with. Look, I quit. It's 4 minutes, and this slog is still okay. It was only like a bit more of a blog, but a bit more in this log. But I forget. I quit. Have fun with that. This is my audition for now.